https://u2we/qjy-560u1ja ? SI equals ADDVBGMKOBI124N_. The sun dipped behind the skyscrapers of Shanghai, casting long shadows over the courtyard of billionaire Ethan Zhao's mansion. His guards stood silently near the black Rolls-Royce, waiting for him to step out. To anyone else, it looked like a normal evening, but to May, the quiet maid who had just finished cleaning the marble floors, something felt wrong. She froze when she heard two guards whispering in rapid Chinese, words they assumed she wouldn't catch. But May had grown up in a small Chinese village, fluent in every dialect they used. What she heard made her blood run cold. Once he gets in the car, we finish the job. Her hands trembled. The man they planned to kill was the one who had given her shelter, a job, and respect. Now, she had only seconds to decide: stay silent and safe, or speak up and risk everything. If you believe that courage comes from the heart, not power or position, share this story. Don't forget to subscribe for more emotional billionaire stories where loyalty, love, and fate collide. May's heart pounded in her chest as she hid behind the stone pillar, her cleaning cloth slipping from her fingers. The words of the guards echoed in her head, each syllable like a knife: he won't see it coming. Ethan Zhao, a billionaire who built his empire from nothing, had always been kind to her. Unlike the other maids, May never saw him as just her boss. He was the man who gave her a second chance when her father died and debt collectors came knocking. Now, as the guards opened the car door and Ethan walked down the steps, she could see the faint smile on his face. He trusted these men with his life. But May noticed something new: a small red mark on the license plate. A signal, she realized. Between killers, her legs felt weak, but she couldn't just watch. She took a deep breath, stepped forward, and whispered, "Sir, don't get in." Ethan turned, startled. "May? What's wrong?" She looked into his eyes, trembling. "Please, don't get in that car. I heard them, your guards, they plan to hurt you." One of the guards stiffened. "Sir, she's lying," he snapped in English. "She's confused." But Ethan knew May's nature: she never spoke unless she was sure. The tension thickened. He looked from her to his guards, then slowly reached into his pocket for his phone. That's when one of the guards lunged. May screamed, grabbing Ethan's arm and pulling him down behind the car. A gunshot tore through the evening air, echoing off the marble walls, and just like that, the life of the billionaire and his maid would never be the same again. They hid behind the car as another shot shattered the rear window. Ethan pulled May close, shielding her. "How did you know?" he gasped. She spoke between breaths. They spoke in Chinese. They didn't know I could understand. Realization hit him hard. The betrayal came not from his enemies, but from the men he paid to protect him. He looked over the car hood. Two guards had fled into the garden, while one aimed his gun toward the entrance. "Stay down," Ethan ordered. He crawled toward the driver's side, pressing a button on his smartwatch, triggering the mansion's silent alarm. Within minutes, the security system locked down the gates, but May wasn't thinking of herself. She noticed the guard trying to circle behind them. "Mr. Zhao, behind!" she shouted, grabbing a piece of broken glass. She threw it with all her strength, catching the man's attention. Ethan used the moment to grab a fallen pistol. A shot rang out, this time from Ethan's hand. The guard dropped, injured but alive. Sirens wailed in the distance. When the police arrived, Ethan's personal driver revealed the truth: the guards had been bribed by a business rival. Desperate to seize control of his upcoming merger, Ethan turned to May. Her uniform was torn, her hands cut, but her eyes steady. "You saved my life," he whispered, tears welled in hers. Anyone would have done the same. But Ethan knew better. Not everyone risks their life for someone else, especially a billionaire who could easily have ignored her existence. That night changed how he saw everything: his empire, his trust, and his heart. Days later, the mansion returned to its calm rhythm, but Ethan's world had shifted. He dismissed half his staff and tightened his security. Yet one person he couldn't let go of was May. She tried to resign after the incident, saying softly, "I've caused too much trouble." But Ethan stopped her. "You saved me, May. You didn't cause trouble, you gave me my life back." He began involving her in meetings, asking her opinions, treating her as more than a maid. She was smart, observant, and unshakably loyal. Word spread among the staff: the billionaire trusted no one like her. One evening, as they stood on the balcony overlooking the city lights, Ethan spoke. "When I was surrounded by people, I thought I was powerful. But when I was close to death, the only one who stood by me was you." May looked down, embarrassed. "I just did what was right." He smiled faintly. "Then stay. Not as my maid, but as my advisor." Tears filled her eyes. She nodded, whispering, "Thank you, sir." Months later, the same car sat repaired in the driveway. This time, May stood beside Ethan as his business partner. The same woman who once polished the floors now helped make boardroom decisions, and every time she walked past the place where she heard those fateful whispers, she silently thanked fate for giving her the courage to speak up, because sometimes a single whisper can change a destiny, and a maid's warning can save a millionaire's soul. Don't forget to subscribe for more emotional billionaire stories where loyalty, love, and fate collide.